Good morning, students. Today in this lesson we'll be identifying 2D shapes. Before we begin, I'd like to establish our behavioural expectations. Number 1, follow directions quickly. Second, listen while the teacher is talking. Third, respect others, yourself in the school. 4, raise your hand to speak. And 5, be responsible and be prepared. Now as a whole collective, can we say it out together? Number 1, follow directions quickly. Number 2, listen while the teacher is talking. Number 3, respect others, yourself and your school. 4, raise your hand to speak. And 5, be responsible and be prepared. Perfect, students. Now before we begin the lesson, we'll go over our learning goals. By end of the lesson, students will be able to identify the properties of a two-dimensional shape, and identify what a two-dimensional shape is. Now from last lesson, we're going to go over and pre-teach our concepts again, okay? So this worksheet here, we do as a whole as a classroom, and do it on the whiteboard. Okay, number 1. Who can identify what shape this is? Harry. Yep, that is a triangle. Now can you please tell me why it's a triangle? Yep, so we have 1, 2, 3 corners, and 1, 2, 3 sides. That is correct, that is a triangle. And number 2, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 sides, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Who can tell me what shape this one is? Perfect, that is a hexagon. And number 3, can I get Alana? A rectangle. That's brilliant. Number 4, we have together 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 corners, and we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 sides. Now, like question 2, it's kind of the same, but has less sides and corners. Now, you can tell me what shape this one is. Noah? Yep. That is a pentagon. You are correct. Number 5. Now, let's nurse at this. You can tell me about this shape, about its sides. What are they? That they're all the same? Yep. Another word for identifying the same is equal. Let's say as a whole collective, equal. Perfect, class. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4 equal sides, and 1, 2, 3, 4 corners. Now who can tell me what shape this is? Perfect, it is a square. Now we're going to avoid this one right now, just because it's a bit tricky for us. We're going to go for this in the next lesson. Number 7. Now, hands up if you think this is a kite. Can you tell me why you got this as a kite? Oh yeah? Yeah. Now, we look closer to this shape. Does this shape have 4 identical sides? Yes, it does. Because a kite has 2 short sides and 2 long sides that run down the bottom. Now, we've identified that it is not a kite. It has 4 equal sides, just like a square, but it's tilted. Who knows what this shape might be? Rebecca. A diamond. That's perfect. Brilliant. Number 8. We have no corners, 1 line. What shape is that? Perfect. It is a circle. And our last one, number 9. We have 1, 2, 3, 4 sides and 4 corners. Now, with these corners, what makes them different? Yep, so they have 2 short sides and 2 long sides. Or, do they look the same? They do look the same. Alright, so 1, 2, 3, 4. How do you think that's a rhombus? Is it a rhombus, Mitch? It is a rhombus. Now to our next activity. We will identify the properties of a shape. Just Just like last lesson in that activity before, we identified how many lines, how many corners, are in the shape and identify what the shape is. So for our first one, we have 4 sides. I have 4 corners. My sides are all equal lengths. What am I? Harry. A rectangle? Ooh, not quite. A rectangle does have 4 corners and 4 sides. But does a rectangle have 4 equal lengths? No. Alright. What does have 4 equal lengths? Isabel. A square. Hands up if you think it's a square. Perfect. Now we'll put down an answer here. And we have a square. A second one. Nice and easy one. I have one side. My side is curved. Now what am I? Alice. A circle. Hands up if you agree with Alice. Perfect. Look into our answer, see if we're right. And we are correct. Now, is this a square? Can I get Alex? Help to the stage identify this as a square. Yep. Alright. You are right, it does have 4 sides, has 4 corners. We also mentioned that it has 4 equal lengths. So this cannot be a square. This is a rectangle. And look down the answer down below. No, because it doesn't have 4 equal sides. Now next activity. What does this shape say? This activity, I want you guys to identify how many corners, how many sides, identify what your 2D shape is. Now, to have a better insight of what you guys are doing, I've got a little video, you guys, to show you. Now, when we watch this video, all eyes on the whiteboard, no chatting, and be aware of our behavioural expectations.
The Nerf Ultra Amp makes me feel unstoppable. With motorized blasting and a quick-loading 6-dart clip. And it lasts up to 36 meters.
Hi, I'm in school and I have 4 sides and 4 rooms and my sides are all
Now, from watching that video, who can tell me what you guys are doing? Yep, so in that video, students like yourselves had a shape and they described what they had, what size they had, what corners they had, and identify what shape they have. So what we're going to do is I'm going to do a little demonstration in front of the whole class, then we're going to do it together, then you guys will independently do it yourselves. Okay, so myself, I have 1, 2, 3, 4 sides. Now, a key word we brought up again. Who can remember that key word? Elizabeth. Equal. Yep. So does this shape have 4 equal sides? Hands up. Yep. Perfect. So I have 4 equal sides. I have 1, 2, 3, 4 corners. Now with that data, so I have 4 equal sides and I have 4 corners. So I am a square. Now let's do one ourselves. This is a new shape we haven't covered yet. Now, just like before we said a diamond, what did we say it was mistakenly to be? Yep, a kite. Okay, so let's look at this. So I have, see how we have 2 sides here? Yep, alright. We do this together. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4 sides. Now, see how the sides are different? At the top here, we have short sides, and as we go down, they become longer. So, I have 2 short sides, and I have 2 long sides. I have 1, 2, 3, 4 corners. Now, identify what the shape is. Chris? Yep, that is a kite. That is brilliant. Now, another one we're going to do together. This is a new shape as well we haven't touched. Who, looking at the shape, without telling me, hands up if you know what the shape is. Now, that's good. Some students know, some students don't know. That's alright. We'll go through it together, okay? So, what does the shape look like? Get a circle. Yep, but it's just cut in half. Now, this is the tricky part about it, okay? So, who hands up if you've got sides? Yep, there are sides here. We have one curved side, I have one curved side, and I have one straight side. How many corners does this shape have? 1, 2. I have 2 corners. Now look at this, you have one curved side, one long side, 2 corners. What are you? Jeremy. Yep, you are a semicircle. So just like a circle, let's just cut in half. We call that a semicircle. Together, semicircle. Now for yourselves, I'll give you each different shape, consisting of a triangle, a circle, semicircle, or a rhombus, or even a rectangle. I'll be giving you speech bubbles to hand out. You're supposed to fill this in by yourself. I'll be giving you guys 5 minutes with daily reminders and constant reminders to identify how far you got left. Alright. Oh, we'll say 3 minutes progress. Okay. As by now, your shape should something look like this, okay, in your script. So for example here, this is one I've done before. So I write, hi, I am a square, and I have 4 sides, and I'm part of the shape group. You don't have to do this is just because I did it in my spare time and I had more time than you guys. Two minutes remaining. We're going to escalate that, going to now. Alright. Students at this time have, if they've completed work, they'll be like colouring in, just to get more engaged into the activity. From this ongoing, we're going to say 5 minutes just wrapped, and then we're going to go to our student modelling, where students will come to the board and discuss and model their work for the rest of the students. Alright, we have 3 students here. We have Noah, Ryan, and Taylor. Now Noah here, he's wrote I have 5 sides and 5 vertices. Now, Ryan's wrote a big word there, vertices. Who can identify what vertices are? Perfect. It's another word for a corner. So he has 5 sides, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 5 vertices / corners, 1, 2, 3, 4. Lucky enough, he's wrote it down here below. He is a pentagon. Hands up if you agree with Ron that he is correct. Perfect. Alright, secondly, we have Taylor. Taylor shape here. I am a... Oh, this is I am a rectangle. Hands up if you agree if that's a rectangle. Oh, not quite so. If you come with a closer look, his edges are slanted and longer. That is a rhombus. Unlucky buddy, next time, it's alright. It's always right to make mistakes. So this one has 1, 2, 3, 4 sides, 4 corners, just different sides. And our last student here, we have, I think I said Zach. Zach has a three corners, 3 sides, and wrote I am a triangle. Now, that is perfect. Just a review of the lesson. Who can tell me what we learned in this lesson? Students will discuss prior. What was your favourite part of the lesson? That probably talk about just how they did drawing and playing the game. Thumbs up if you understood the lesson. Thumbs down if you need extra help. Thanks for completing the lesson. That would be my lesson completed.